Thank you for tuning in to the Helium Radio Network. You are listening to a rebroadcast of a previously recorded show.
Peaceful Warriors Wellness. Feel better, move better, be better. When you feel better, you feel more like you. And when you move better, there's so much you can do. Be who you were meant to be. Peaceful Warriors Wellness. Feel better, move better, be better. Peaceful Warriors.
Welcome to the Feel Better, Move Better, Be Better podcast here at Peaceful Warriors Wellness Center in downtown St. Petersburg. We're located at 19 Dr. Martin Luther King Jr. Street South in downtown St. Pete. Our website is www.peacefulwarriorswellness.com, and you can always give us a call at 727-822-8866. My name is Scott Roberts,
And my name is Lena Roberts.
and we are the owners, and we're glad to bring this podcast to you. What are we going to be talking about today? What's our first topic?
Our first topic is our new social media manager and office coordinator. Yesterday you had said something of treats.
The treat.
The purveyor of treats.
Purveyor of treats.
Purveyor of treats, yes, because Dory has trained her so quickly. She gives her treats whenever Dory uses her Jedi mind tricks on her.
So, for any of you that have not ever been in the office, Dory is our miniature dachshund. She is turning 7 this month.
Yes.
So, she's actually been coming into the office since she was 8 weeks old. So, sometime in February will be a total of 7 years that she's been coming into this office pretty much every single day. We oftentimes call her the office manager and security.
She is sitting right here at our feet, monitoring what we are doing right now.
Yes.
Yes.
And I'm sure if we don't do it correctly, she'll let us know.
Yes.
So, Roma, welcome to Peaceful Warriors Wellness Center.
Thank you. I'm happy to be here.
And we're very happy to have you here. So give us a little bit of an idea of some of your background, who you are, what you've done in the past before coming to Peaceful Warriors.
I will preface that I was assuming that this was going to be, what is Peaceful Warrior doing? And I didn't realize this was Meet Roma episode.
Well, we're going to do a little bit of both.
Yeah.
We'll do a little bit. Okay. So prior to Peaceful Warrior, doing the social media marketing and whatnot, I have done actually a lot of different things.
A lot of different things.
I've been everywhere. I've been a chief marketing officer for a indie video game company. I have done marketing and event coordinating for local fire events in St. Petersburg. I do graphic design work, all self-trained. I've also done weird niche things like process serving and what was the other thing I did? That I threw my train of thought off.
So
Sorry,
that's
I
okay.
don't know why you were handing it to her.
Because she's going to want the outline.
Oh, the outline.
Yeah,
Thank you. Okay.
so she knows what the next topic is. Because one of the other things that Roma's going to do, at least on our podcast, is she's going to be the hostess with the mostest.
Yes, the hostess with the
She's going to
mostest.
help guide us and ask questions that you and I can address and answer and be involved. It's a wonderful thing. So we've gotten a lot of great feedback from our clients, Roma, in the 2 months that you've been here about how polite you are, how knowledgeable you are. What prompted you to want to pursue this opportunity? Because right before here, you were working in a legal office in some capacity, weren't you?
Yes. It's actually a wild story. I was just the legal office was a great opportunity. They were great people. It just wasn't it didn't fit the needs I was looking for. It was a very the job was inherently negative. You're serving a lot of people eviction notices, you're serving people divorce papers, and so that just didn't really vibe well with me internally. And I remember the moment where I was like, I need to get out of this office. Like, this is not meant for me. I went on to like several different job search sites, and that's when I saw that you guys had your posting up, and I don't think it was up for very long.
No, you were the very first person
Yeah.
to respond.
And I was just like, I know them, I like them, and I'm just going to apply because it doesn't hurt, you know what I mean? And I think, what was it, like 10, 15 minutes later, you sent me the email back. I was like, this is the first time this has happened in all of the different jobs I've applied for. And, yeah, it felt right. And I just remember looking at my mom because this was going to be a jump from, like legal position at the time. I think it was only 3-4 days.
Mm-hmm.
So I was going from full time to 3-4 days. And I looked at my mom and she was like, you know what? Take the jump. do it. And I was like, really? And she's like, yeah, do it. I'm like, I owe you money for a car right now. She's like, go ahead, just do it. I'm like, okay.
Yeah.
Okay, so we were in the middle of talking about your jump
Yes.
from that to here and the support that your mom gave you. I think it's great that you've had that support from your family like that to, take what could have been a leap of faith. What was really nice is after a few weeks, we decided that instead of just being here part-time for 3 days a week, that we really wanted you here more full-time, 6 days a week, because of the benefit that you've provided since you've been here. So
Now, I also want to say that your mom was a client here before that we didn't even realize.
Nope.
So it was meant to be. Also, whenever you came in for your interview, you were sitting on the couch. Dory jumped up on the couch with you and sat there. For this position, I interviewed over 20 people. And Dory never once even acknowledged them. I mean,
Dory likes me.
Dory hired you.
The office manager hired me, of course.
Yes.
all right, so we're really happy to have you here. We really think that you've added a lot of value with being able to answer the phones regularly, the many different things that you have taken off of our mutual plates, and glad that you're happy here and look forward to having you here for a long time.
Thank
So-
you so much.
In front of you, you have a list of topics.
I do.
What are we going to talk about next, Roma?
We're kind of going over in general a lot of the changes and additions that we have to Peaceful Warrior.
It's been a while since we've done a podcast.
Yeah, it's been a minute, and so we've covered me. I am one of the new additions. Hello, but we also have 2 other new additions to our podcast,
Yes.
or not podcast, our office.
Yes, we have Maya and Steven. Both of them are new grads, but both of them come with a lot of history that is going to really enhance their massage therapy. Steven is a physical therapy assistant, and he works currently at a stretch lab.
And he has also been a personal trainer as well. So he has a lot of experience and knowledge and information about the body, the human body, and the way it works, how it's put together.
Yes, he is awesome. I have been a recipient of his massage and stretching combo, and that was awesome. So I am really excited to share him with our client.
Yeah, and I really hope that, especially going into the new year, 2021, it's a great opportunity to start here
Yes.
for us. It's one of our busiest times of the year, going from between now and end of April. Tends to be our busiest months in the office. So hopefully that'll help him build a really nice clientele. And I highly recommend that if you haven't tried Peaceful Warriors Wellness Center yet, that you consider booking an appointment with Steven or our other new therapist. Her name is Maya. And Maya is going to oftentimes be prejudged and not given enough credit for her ability.
Yes.
She's a young lady. She's very small and petite. But I just had her work with me on one of my clients in my office, and she did a really good job. It was really nice to see her making some adjustments, and I think she's going to be another version of Bridget
Yes. she's
in
gonna be
our
very much
office,
like
in the
Bridget.
sense that Bridget has always been a sponge of information here in the office. So if you show her something or teach her something, she is able to process it and apply it very quickly and easily. And Maya is reminding me a lot of her when Bridget first started with us.
I worked with Maya yesterday with 3 clients of mine, and all 3 of them had nothing but glowing reports about Maya. They all said that she had the confidence in her hands, that it would, none of them had to say, can I have more pressure? They were all, she intuitively knew what to work on with each one. So I was very, very proud. I was like the proud peacock mama there for a while.
Well, she has really good energy too,
She does.
and that's always important. And she connects very well with other people.
Yes, she does. We brought her down to the Saturday morning market to do chair massage this past Saturday morning. And the very first client that she got into her chair, she sold a 90-minute gift certificate to.
For them to come into the
them to
office and
come
get a
into the
massage from her.
office.
Yep.
I mean, seriously, the girl is really good.
I adore her so much already. I know it's only been a couple days.
Yes, but she really fits in nice.
Mm-hmm.
So those are our two new additions that we have of therapists in our office to go along with our office manager and social media coordinator, or whichever way that goes. But
Yeah.
whatever the title works as. But so our next topic of conversation, being that we just brought it up, probably ought to be our time at the Saturday morning market.
Yeah.
So let's talk a little bit about that. We just got a brand new tent. We've been using a blue tent down there, but we went ahead and invested in a beautiful purple tent
Yes,
to
where
go
you
with
can
our company
see us.
color.
But I did actually get a cool picture from the top of the parking garage, and you can easily tell which one was our tent from like the 8th floor of that garage.
Wow, that's good to know. That we stand out. So purple's always been my favorite color long before I even started Peaceful Warriors, and it's always been Lena's favorite color.
Yes, I love purple.
So it's actually kind of funny that we both had the same favorite color, and that's our company color. But we went ahead and finally found the right tent that was purple. And not always easy to find things in purple.
Right.
But so the Saturday morning market, it's now been going for 4 weeks.
Yes.
Since it's reopened.
Yes.
There's a few things to bring to everybody's attention. One is it's still mandatory to wear a mask, even though it's an outdoor event. With the agreement that we have with the city, with the managers of the market made with the city, is that it would still be mask required. So there's 3 entrances into the Saturday morning market now, and they have volunteers there that will help assist and or provide a mask if somebody doesn't have one. But it's very important to the city that everybody's being responsible as far as that goes. And in our booth, we're doing the same things that we've always done.
Right.
And it's important, I think, to communicate. People have asked many times since we've been open in May, what are we doing different than we used to do? And I think we covered this in an earlier podcast prior to the shutdown, but
right.
I want to rehash that a little bit, and that is that we sanitize our hands and wash our hands in between each and every client. We always sanitize our surfaces in between each and every client, and we're also wearing the masks. Down there at the market, we're implementing all those things and making sure that we're being responsible as far as distancing goes, while still being able to be hands-on with the client that we're working on at that time. But it's been a lot of fun so far. We've had 2 weeks there because we go every other week.
Right, every other Saturday.
When is our next date at the market?
The 19th.
Okay, and that's the Saturday,
December
right?
19th, and that's the Saturday before Christmas.
Before Christmas.
Yes.
So I'm sure that there will be people that are coming out there to look for last-second gift ideas.
Yes.
What are we going to be doing, or what do we always do at the Saturday morning market with our prices?
At the Saturday morning market, we have a $25 off of a gift certificate if it's bought at the market. Down at the market, not only do we provide chair massage and table massage, we also provide gift certificates. And at the market, we have $25 off of your first massage in the office with a gift certificate.
If you purchase it at the market.
If you purchase it at the market, yes.
Yeah, so that's a great deal. That's a significant discount and savings. And a great last-minute gift idea because the gift certificate fits into every card.
Every card.
Great stocking stuffer.
We can give you a card right then that has a gift certificate in it, or if you want us to email it to them, we can do that also.
All right, great. So, Roma,
Yes.
the hostess with the mostest, what is our next topic of conversation? Or do you have any other questions that you think might be pertinent to the Saturday morning market that you want to ask us about?
I think most of our questions have been answered about the Saturday morning market, but I would like to take a nice little liaison jump from the Christmas specials at the market to our current holiday package sale.
Okay, yeah.
Sure. So what are we going to be? What are we doing between now and Christmas Eve? Because Christmas Eve will be the very last time that you'll be able to get this kind of savings.
I did do a little research on that earlier this morning, and we're going to say that the gift certificates are also going through Christmas. because whenever I look back through, there were several gift certificates that were bought after midnight on Christmas Eve last year.
Online.
So, online.
Yeah.
So we're going to keep it online through. It'll go a little bit further, but if you want an actual gift certificate, it has to be done before 3 p.m. on Christmas Eve.
3 p.m.
3 p.m.
Because that's what time Roma's leaving the office.
Right.
Is at 3 p.m.
Yes.
All right. We're actually going to try to come up with an idea that Roma will have something like a snack or a treat, Christmas cookies or
Absolutely.
something like that here in the
She
office
needs to.
that week. So if you come in, you'll get a cookie or a cupcake or something.
Cake pops. Christmas
K-pops.
Christmas
There you
cake
go.
pops.
All right.
I was thinking
That's a great
Krispy
idea.
Kreme donuts.
That, I mean, we could do both.
So anyway, our packages this year, and it's the most significant savings that you'll get all year long, is $20 off each session if you're buying 5 at a time, $25 off if you're buying 10 at a time. What are some of the advantages that we do with our gift certificates that most other and packages that most other businesses do not?
Well, the main one is that you can share it. Gift certificate. The best thing about our gift certificates is that they can be shared with anyone. That they aren't specific to you. If your sister has a birthday that you forgot about, you're like, oh, here's a gift certificate. Go get a massage. The other thing is that they don't expire. The price you paid for that is the price it always is going to be valued at.
Okay.
What are the other ones? There's no blackout dates. You can use them whenever. Because I know that I got very frustrated, and I won't name the place that I bought a package of massage for. But you cannot use them on certain dates. Around the holidays, certain times you can't use
Because
them.
they're too busy.
Yes, but that's whenever I
It's when you wanted to go.
wanted to go. What else about them?
That's pretty much
That's
it.
pretty much it.
So they never expire. You can share them. If it's a couple using them or a family using them, as long as you give us the names, we know that anytime that they come in that they're authorized to use it. Other than that, if you want a gift certificate, we'll give you a gift certificate to give to that person and mark it off. So that's pretty cool.
Yeah.
All right. So
So the water in the background.
Water
if you
in
can
the
hear it,
background.
I don't know if you can through the microphone or not, but we do have what
She's
sounds.
like, yeah, you can hear it.
We do sound like have what sounds like a water fountain going, don't we?
Yeah, it's our new tower garden, and now it's going to stop that we start talking about it.
I'm
It's
so
a little
proud of
shy.
it. Oh my goodness.
It's a little shy, yeah.
This
So what is a tower garden?
It is a hydroponic garden that I have in the front office now. Because I have always wanted to have an inside garden. Now I can.
Yay.
So when you say a hydroponic indoor garden, there's no soil,
There's no soil,
pesticides.
no pesticides.
What kinds of things are you growing in your tower garden?
Well, right now we have lettuce, a couple different kinds of lettuce, and celery, and oregano, and basil, and I have
Watermelon,
and
cucumber,
cucumbers
and broccoli.
and aroma tomato.
Roma tomatoes, yes.
I'm a Roma tomato.
Right.
So that sounds pretty cool. Do you know where someone could possibly get a tower garden if they're interested in having one? And do we have pictures of that thing anywhere that people could look at?
We have pictures all over our Facebook now of our tower garden, but you can get it through Juice Plus, which you have started using. We have started using, and you started distributing, selling it. Okay,
yeah.
Which is also selling these tower gardens that.
So
I
the
forgot what the
website,
question was.
it's
Go
okay.
back.
So the website, if you're interested in placing an order of any kind, whether it be for Juice Plus, which we'll talk a little bit more about here in just a minute, but the tower garden specifically that we're talking about now, you could actually do so through my website, which is www.s-roberts1.juiceplus.com. So that's S-ROBERTS, the number 1.juiceplus.com is my website. So that is one of the products that I may authorize to resell to people along with the Juice Plus line. And what are some of the things that you've noticed in the 2 months that you've been taking the gummies, because you take the gummies and I take the
gummies.
capsules.
I feel better. I mean, if you guys knew how hard we work, because Scott is up and in this office at 7 o'clock every single morning. I get in here between 8 and 8:30. And neither one of us leave until 8 o'clock every night. I mean, that's 12 hours, 5 and 6 days a week that we are in here. We work really, really hard. But I haven't felt exhausted.
Which you used to do pretty
man.
regularly.
I felt, there were times whenever I just felt exhausted all the time. And now, yeah, I'm tired, but I'm not wanting to sleep for days at a time either to recover.
That's pretty significant. So one of the things that I jumped out to me, and the reason I decided to pursue this, we obviously have a nice successful massage practice here, but there was a couple things that jumped out to me. About a year and a half ago, I had open heart surgery. I had suffered from an aneurysm and a defective heart aortic valve. But because I had let my diet become pretty poor, what I was eating, I had gained some significant weight. I was about 280 pounds. My blood pressure was very high. My cholesterol was high. So those combination of variables had me predisposed to heart disease, heart attacks and strokes and things of that nature. And I don't want to have to be cut open again. And I want to live a little bit longer because I have a pretty darn awesome life, thanks to my beautiful wife, Lena, and this awesome office that we have.
Oh.
But, so for me, I've currently lost about 25 pounds, and my blood pressure is much
lower, by the way.
Well, you still eat a lot more cupcakes than I do.
Well.
So it's not just Juice Plus. I do believe it's a very significant part of what I'm doing. When you give yourself the right tools for your body to work properly, it will work properly. And I think they do a very good job of providing that. It's a 50-year-old company that's been around a long time, and all their products are vegan, gluten-free, organic, non-GMO, plant-based nutrition. They're also kosher, and they're NSF certified. And if you don't know what NSF certified is, look it up. It's a very high-level certification for food products because they're not vitamins and supplements. They're actually food.
And the gummies taste really good.
And they taste really good. So there you go. So we talked a little bit about the Tower Garden and the wonderful vegetables that we're looking forward to being able to harvest off of that. About how long will it be before we'll be able to start pulling lettuce and celery and stuff off of there?
Probably 3 or 4 weeks.
Yeah.
It may be a little bit quicker with the ones that we got from the grocery store. That was the head of lettuce that we just chopped
Stuck
off
the roots
and
in.
stuck the roots in there. They are just growing like crazy.
They are.
And so it may be quicker than that with those, but the ones that we put in from
The seedlings.
it'll probably be 3 or 4 weeks.
Yeah. So on a couple of different things, we went to Fresh Market and bought a head of lettuce and took the lettuce off of the head of lettuce so that we could eat it and have the salads. And then we took the base of it, that round part that's at the bottom of the head of lettuce, and put it into the hole where the water filters down the sides and with all the nutrients and stuff that's in the water. And those things are just growing like crazy. It's like,
Yeah.
who would have thought that you could take something from a grocery store and plant it and have it work? All right. So Miss Roma, do you have any other questions about the Tower Garden or anything?
Roma's the one that gets to sit in here all day long with these
Filter.
LED lights.
Yeah.
and the filter,
Pump.
the water filter going on every 45 minutes for
Yeah.
5 minutes.
Every 45 minutes, it scares the crap out of me because I think there's water all over the floor, and there's not. It is fine. It is safe. I think like every once in a while, I'll get a couple split splats out of there, but that's about it.
Yeah.
But I will say that that Tower Garden is the best place to take a selfie in this entire building.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah, the lighting is fantastic.
So if you want to do selfies with
Tower
some nature and
Yeah.
a really beautiful piece of what's the equipment, but that's not the word I'm looking for. Technology,
Technology,
right?
machinery.
Advanced technology with these LED lights. This is a great place to come take a selfie. But
And all the other plants that we have in this front office are loving it.
yeah, they're leaning towards that light.
Yes.
Yeah.
All right. So what are we going to talk about next, Miss Roma?
So we've talked about a lot of our additions. I guess what kind of changes are we looking to make in this upcoming year? We got about a couple weeks left of 2020. I'm sure a lot of us are ready to leave it behind.
Yes, I'm so ready to leave 2020 behind.
However, I would like to take the opportunity to talk about 2020 for just a moment before we leave it.
Of course.
And the reason for that is obviously we were shut down completely by the government between March 20th and approximately May 20th. I think it might have been the 17th or something like that, but it was 8 weeks that we were closed. Very scary time. But what has the year been like since then for us? And let's talk about that a little bit, because I think it's pretty amazing.
Yeah, I mean, for us personally in the business, it has been great. I mean, our practices, the people that come to see us, has been better than ever, which only goes to prove that we have the best clients out there. Our clients are just so cool.
They are. So one of the things I think that we did a really good job of is communicating to our existing clients, and then over the phone with our potential clients, what are some of the precautions that we take here in the office to ensure their safety.
Yes.
So here in the office, there's a couple of additional things that we did. We added HEPA filters into each of the rooms and the UV lights into each of the rooms to add another two layers of sanitation and safety into the office, which I think is really good. There was just so much opportunity. This has been a very unique year in the sense that people have probably more stress due to a lot of different things, whether it be political, social, economic. There's been businesses that have been shut down for longer periods of time or gone out of business.
People care about other people. I mean, we really do.
And so whenever we know that people are struggling or hurt, even if there is absolutely nothing that we could do about it, people still feel that weight of it. And whenever it's so much going on around us, it affects everyone, not just the people that's going through it, but everyone else.
I think it's also very significant that people that used to have separation between work and home, school and home, have lost a lot of that this year, because now you have a house that has to hold two offices and a school in order for it to still function. There's no separation anymore. So people are definitely very stressed by a lot of that. And then many of the avenues of dealing with stress have been taken away, whether it be gyms, bars, restaurants in some cases, being able to go sit out and socialize,
Sports,
vacations, being able to go on trips and things of that nature, not being able to go to sporting events. All that, a lot of that's been taken away.
In sports.
Right.
A lot of people, we're on teams, sports teams. And
correct. So I think that's all contributed to it. And I think, we just did a good job between the two of us of choosing an attitude of opportunity and being open to allowing ourselves to be available for that for our clients. That has really made a big difference this year. I know a lot of people struggled with a lot of that.
I think that you and I have a lot of differences. I mean, we are very, very different. But the thing that we have in common is that we care about our clients. We do this, we are massage therapists because we want to help people. And we're going to help people no matter what's going on. We're going to find a way.
Yep. So, going into 2021, it's pretty exciting because we have a lot of momentum that has been created from this year going forward. And I think it's going to be a really exciting year for us as far as continuing to be able to provide those services and that sense of stress relief and dealing with the physical manifestations of that stress that people have. I think it's going to be a great year.
Oh, I do too, because I feel like that this year, this December, I can really feel the weight lifting a little bit with people. They're already overwhelmed with everything, but they know that, hey, look at what we have been through and we have survived, so we got this.
Hopefully it'll bring people closer.
It'll make people closer, but
it's been a pretty divisive year in a lot of ways, but hopefully come back. Yeah,
it will. You can't keep good people down.
Nope, nor would I want to.
No.
All right.
Mm-hmm.
So what else?
So we talked about 2020. Did I just in case I missed, did we do 2021 goals for Peaceful Warrior?
Not really
I don't
goals.
think we have goals because there's so much up in the air with some things that we can't really control that right now. Our goal for 2020 is to continue.
2021.
Excuse me. Our goal for 2021 is to continue to build on what we have set
this
up
momentum.
in 2020.
Yeah.
Okay.
And we really just want to continue to provide that safe place for people to come.
Yes.
To get some therapeutic massage and body work.
Yes.
To have someone that is going to care enough to address those issues while still being nurturing and accepting.
Yes.
Because a lot of that's been missing this year where, people are, like I said, have been pretty divisive. But here, we don't care what your political beliefs are. We don't care what your beliefs about anything are, because while you're here in the office.
What gender you were born with, what gender you choose today, we don't care. We're
not here to judge. We just want to
feel better.
Right. That's why we chose the motto of feel better,
move better, and be better.
We wanted to say thank you to all of our clients for an incredible year, 2020. We wanted to say Merry Christmas and Happy New Year's.
And Happy Holidays.
Happy Holidays, if for any reason, Hanukkah, etc.
Hanukkah or any other ones out there.
Right. We don't want to be exclusive. But thank you for listening to the Feel Better, Move Better, Be Better podcast. My name is Scott Roberts.
And I'm Lena Roberts.
And I'm Roma.
We appreciate you listening, and we look forward to talking to you again soon.
Bye, guys.
Bye.
Thank you for listening to Helium Radio. The views expressed by show hosts or their guests are their own and should not be construed in any way as advice from Helium Radio. We make no recommendations or endorsements for radio show programs, services, or products mentioned on air or on our website. Personal perspectives expressed by the producers, writers, and editors will always be presented as such. Any rebroadcast or retransmission without the express written consent of Helium Radio is strictly prohibited. Thanks for listening.